Hey, hey. Okay, so we are back in the classroom. It is day one classroom setup, and I just wanted to take a minute to just show you the classroom before we start putting it back together. My daughter's back there. You want to be in the video?
Hi guys, welcome to our video.
Okay, let me show you the room and how it looks before we start putting it back together. I'm standing in the back, the door is over there. So this is what we're working with. This is the front of the room. And I did bring in some things from home, just a couple of things. But today we'll just be putting the room together, making sure that, you know, the things go back to where they need to go. This is a pre-K classroom, so we have lots and lots of furniture that just needs to be put back where it needs to go. All right, so I'm gonna show you the progress that we've made. It's not a lot, but I did get things kind of close to the area that they're supposed to be in. I think what I'm gonna do now is do this wall behind me, or at least start putting up the covering that up, and start working on that, because my shelves here, the kids cubbies go right here, and they go right in front of it, and usually we have to move them off the wall in order to decorate that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do it now, that way it's already out of the way. But I wasn't gonna do any decorations today, but then I was like, why wait, because it's just gonna be more work for me. So that's what I'm gonna do, but let me show you what the room looks like. So this is where we are. My daughter was really excited about the pillows right there, so we had to open those up. But for the most part, that's my teacher area. I moved the furniture back there. I haven't really done anything but kind of just put the centers close to where they will be. So my blocks area will be up there. This will be my housekeeping area, which housekeeping or dramatic play. I haven't really put anything in here yet, just some of the things that I found around the room. Signs will be here. Still putting back the cubbies. Back here would be my reading area, so that's why that's there. The tables are just kind of scattered for now. Manipulatives and math would be here, and art will be here. So in general, and then my teacher assistant desk is back there, but in general things are where they should be. They're just not in a perfect spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this wall back here just to get that out of the way and finished, hopefully. And then I will be able to put these cubbies, they kind of line up against this wall. So that will be hopefully done, and that will be it for today, because I don't really see myself doing anything else. But let's go ahead and get started. This is my bag of fabric covers that I took home and washed over the summer, so I just brought them back. I'm gonna go ahead and I just reuse it. It's the same color really as the wall, because I like the color gray for my background. But I'm gonna go ahead, I just wanted to show you where they were, because it's just fabric covers and I just reuse them every year. And I just change up the borders, but let's get started. Okay, you see, I could not remember where this fabric goes right here, so I decided to put it up, and then I used the safety pins or the push pins to see if it fits, but you'll see me just kind of take it all down and start over, because I couldn't remember if it went on the right or the left. But they're all the same, and it's really hard for me to remember where this one went, but it didn't take but a couple of seconds, because I just used the push pins. All right, I am done with, well, I'm pretty much done with this background. I added just a couple of flowers from last year up there. I don't know if they match perfectly, but it is what it is. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do today. I think it drains you because I haven't been here in so long, so it's so draining. But I just have to kind of sit and look at the room and see what else I need to do. But for the most part, I worked on these borders back here. I didn't do the bottoms because, like I said, they're gonna get covered anyway, so we usually just use like the top space, and then at the bottom will be the cubbies. So I think the next thing that I'm gonna do, I might, if I'm debating, I guess you can say, I'm debating on whether I'm gonna go ahead and do the border outside, or at least put up the fabric on the bulletin board outside of my door, or just leave it and do it tomorrow. But I know I have a lot as far as like putting the room back together. The good thing is I don't have to put all my supplies out yet, because I introduced them, and as I introduced them throughout the year, or throughout, you know, the first semester, then I put them out. So that's good. It's just pretty much setting up the room. Yeah, I think we're gonna head out, and tomorrow I'll do the outside bulletin board. My theme this year is daisies, and I'm gonna flip it around so I can show you what we're putting up on the windows, and we'll probably just do that tomorrow. I did wipe them down a little bit. So we wiped down the windows, so they're nice and clean. And I found these cute daisies that are, you know, little decals for the windows. And I usually try to put something on my windows just to kind of jazz up the room, because it's not a lot of wall space to decorate. So I think we're gonna put these up tomorrow. My daughter was trying to help me. She did her best, but they're so cute. Look how cute they look. And they're just white and yellow, and they're just so stinking cute. So we're gonna put the rest of these, oh, I'm gonna put those on the windows tomorrow, because right now they just look so bland and boring. As you can see, she's been busy. Look at her. She's been busy just taking stuff out, and yes. All right, so I think tomorrow we're gonna put our rugs down and kind of move the furniture around a little bit more. But this looks okay. So I'm thinking like in that middle spot, I'm gonna put my birthdays, because I usually don't use that middle area, but I might use it this year and just put like the birthdays on there. And usually I use most of that space back there to just put their work, things that they've, you know, made and colored and painted, displayed up there. That's pretty much what we use that space for. Like I said, it's very hard to reach back there after we push all of the cubbies against it. So it's not really great usable space, but I just try to jazz it up a little bit and make it look fun for the kids. But it's just so much work to be done. Stay tuned for part 2. Say bye, Chloe.
Hello.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.